Okay, we are online, it looks like. Quartzsite, Arizona. Here we are, online. Under RV Davy. Let's see who comes in here. Let's just see who comes in. Should have a couple people. Let's just see. Anyway, thought I'd come online. Do a little talking here and there. Experiences here in Quartzsite are the unexperiences, I should say. Uncle Teddy, what's going on, man? I don't know if you're Lebowski. Are you Lebowski? I'm thinking maybe you might be Jeffrey Lebowski under a different name. Let's see if that's you. Yeah, Jeffrey said he was going to come in, so I'm thinking maybe you are Jeffrey Lebowski, but not 100%. Oh, you're Lebowski? Just want to make sure. You changed your name. Okay, all right. I know who you are now. Yeah, okay. But yeah, I had a bad experience with these people in front of me. They used to be in front of me, I should say. Oh, just nasty people, man. You know, just they're YouTubers too. Big. Oh, oh, we're big YouTubers. Oh, we're the big, whatever, you know. Yeah, that's me. Okay, we're good. We're good. Yeah, these YouTubers that were right in front of me, they were horrible. Yeah, they were called economic refugees. Yeah, terrible. Oh, brutal people, man. I remember I talked to them last year. I sat at the campfire with them. I didn't say much. I just sat. I basically sat and listened to everybody talk, right? And that's usually what I don't do. But I just didn't get in. I didn't want to start talking because I don't know these people, right? I don't know them. I don't know them from beans from applesauce, but so I didn't say anything. So I just sat there and I listened to them talk, right? And then I got to realize what kind of people they were. And I was like, whoa, this is not what I want to be around. Conspiracy theorists? Oh my God. Okay, he was saying the world. They were getting a conversation that he really believed that the world was flat. That planet Earth is just a flat land. It's just so if you go over the edge, you go over the edge, and it's not the way it is. Guy's full of himself. But I didn't say anything. I said, I think I always said to him, I was like, oh, okay. If that's what you believe, then that's what you believe. I don't care what people believe. I mean, it's whatever they believe. It's what they believe. I go, if you believe that, then believe it. Then I don't care. That's just your thought. It's what you think. That's your ideology, whatever, Yeah, some guy came in and ripped on me and Blindview's channel too. RV Mayhem ripped on me. He claims he sang karaoke with me. No, never happened. He said, yeah. Oh, that's not his wife's name, but anyway, they just not my type of people. That's all. Just no big deal. But I just, bad experience. I tried to be friendly. I remember the second day I came out, I was barbecuing, and I said hi to the guy. The guy didn't say nothing back, right? I go, hello, how you doing, Bill? Nothing out of him, right? So he just walked away and walked back in his RV, whatever. And I think the next day I seen him again. I said hi again and nothing back. So, like, whoa, that's a cold shoulder, big time. So okay, all right, I'll deal with that. That's fine. But they've never gone through what I've gone through. Being in a coma for, I had severe brain damage where I had to learn how to speak again. I couldn't speak and had to go through the whole process all over again. But But you know, I came out of it. You know, my between my brain and my speech is it's a little off. You know, but that's what I got to live with for the rest of my life. So, but I'm okay. You know, I'm doing okay for now. Things are going okay. Things are not bad here, Quartzsite. You know, they are what they are. But yeah, I'm going to get into a different park than this one. I found a better one called 88 Shades in Quartzsite. It's on the main drag. It's on Main Street, so where everything is. But I'm going to go there next because they got a great park there. They got karaoke. They've got clubhouse. They got where they do cards and, you know, music, and, you know, they have barbecues, you know, on, you know, weekends. You know, like every Saturday they do a barbecue, you know, they do kind of like a potluck type of thing, you know. So I thought, well, that's pretty cool, man. And then, you know, and then they got a golf cart for the community. So if you can't walk, they can come pick you up and bring you to the clubhouse. I thought, well, that's kind of cool, man. So they get you to the clubhouse, you know, you can bring your walker with you and you're good. I used to watch their live streams after you met them last year. Yeah, they strike me as flatter. Yeah, the guys, you know, I went under a different channel name, and I went into their channel, and they were picking apart Phoenix, Arizona, because I guess they had problems with their brakes on their rig, so they had to take it to a place in Phoenix, some guy they knew that works on, you know, rigs like that. But yeah, and so anyway, he was ripping Phoenix, Arizona apart like it was a piece of shit scumbag city, right? And I grew up in the Phoenix area. I grew up in Scottsdale, and I think I went into their channel. I said, "Well, I heard Scottsdale's really wealthy, man. You know, the whole Phoenix area is way uppity up. If you look at their property that they have in Arkansas, you should see what their property looks like. It looks like a barn. It looks like a run-down barn. I mean, it looks horrible. I mean, there's nothing in Scott. If you saw something like that in Scottsdale, they'd tear it down, rip it out. They would never put up with stuff like that, you know. There'd be there's not an HOA, but something a little bit better, you know, or a little bit less than an HOA. Let me plug my phone back in here. But yeah, where's this? Come on, phone. I'm trying to get this phone to start. What I'm trying to do is get my phone to charge while I'm talking. That's what I'm trying to do. Hold on a second here. Let me try this again. Hold on. Okay, we're back. But yeah, Jeff or Uncle Teddy. Yeah, anyway, I left a comment, you know, and I left my comment in there. They made another comment after I left the comment, stating that no, we don't want you watching our channel. We don't want you in our channel because you're mental. And actually, you know, I do have mental problems because of my damage that occurred when I went into my coma. Was it I forget 8 years ago or 6 years ago, whenever it was. But anyway, so it is the way it is, you know. So, but anyway, these people are just, I don't know what, they don't seem to be, they're not real friendly, but he's very judgmental. When was this? I want to see the comment. Oh, you mean the comment I was telling you about? Yeah, go into their last video where they take their RV to Phoenix, and you'll hear how he's talking, and you'll know, you'll if you watch their videos, you'll pick up on on like when he was in Quartzsite, when he was walking around the big tent. Oh, very judgmental. Just everything's a conspiracy theorist. I mean, everything's a conspiracy theory, according to him. But According to Bill. I don't know about his... I'm not sure about... Maybe his wife's just as bad. I don't know. She never said much. She hardly says anything, really. I think I heard her maybe speak a few words. You know, even at the campfire, I sat there. It was last year, not this year. I didn't even go out to their campfire this year. They left their fire pit here. The thing sitting right out at where they had it previously, and they didn't bring it with them, so they left it behind. So I thought that was kind of strange. They left their trash. They left a whole bag of trash there too. So somebody picked it up, their trash, but they didn't take the fire pit thing out. They didn't do that. So it was a nice little fire pit thing they had. So it'd be good for somebody, right? You know, I'd love to have that thing. I just don't have the room for it. If I could strap it on the back of the RV, I would, but I just don't. I don't know. I don't have the capability of lifting it. So if I had like a scooter, you know, and I can hand grab it and slide it, something like that, I could probably do it. I don't see the comment you left. Maybe, I don't know. I'll have to go back there and take a look in there. But yeah, they basically they were picking apart Phoenix as a whole. He said that, like, you know, if they didn't like Phoenix, then why did they stop in Phoenix to get the rig fixed? But their brakes were, his drums were all shot. His drums. So basically, why would you have a rig like that and your drums be shot? Why would that be? Because they disregarded their brake pads? So if you change your brake pads every year, you know, or you'll never have a problem with your brakes. You shouldn't, right? Unless you're leaking brake fluid, you know. But I don't think that was their issue. I know here when they first drove in, one of their brake drums locked, and it was smoking. You know, I mean, it almost caught fire. It got to that point. So they're lucky they didn't lose the rig, because he's just lucky. Very fortunate that they stopped when they did, because they could smell it burning. They smelled smoke, you know. You ever heard that term? When you smell smoke, there's usually fire. Wherever there's smoke, there's usually fire. Fire starts with smoke, and then from smoke it turns to fire. Believe me, I know that, because I've had that issue in here, you know, with the refrigerator that caught fire. So I know. But yeah, Bill is conspiracy theorist, you know. I didn't, you know, they were just different people. They weren't what I would want to hang around with, you know. They're not people that I want to be friends with, you know. They're not that type of, you know, they're not that type of people. There are a lot of people like them, and they did meet up with a lot of people in here, you know, or at least a few. And they're kind of like him too, you know. They're the conspiracy theorist type people. They got the same ideology. They think the government's, you know, all out to get them, and everybody's out to get them, and it's not the way it is. You know, our government, you know, trying not to get into politics, but you know, I don't vote a certain way because I don't want to live in a dictatorship. That's all. I just don't want to. I don't want to lose my constitutional rights. I don't want to lose a democracy in this country. So, but somebody out there thinks our democracy is no good, and we need to change it to a new style government. What style governments are there? Dictatorships and communism. Those are the only kind of governments that are out there in our democracy system, which Ukraine is fighting for right now. Ukraine likes it. Yeah, because they like to have freedom of speech. They like to be able to have the freedoms that they have. So they're fighting for it hard. They're kicking Russia pretty hard right now. You know, it's amazing what they've been able to do. Plus, they got a big hand yesterday when Hungary is going to give up a chunk of change to help them now. You know why? Just because Russia's going to be on their doorstep next. And now they start to realize, hey, Russia means to take back all of their land, not just Ukraine. They want all of it back, and they're that's why they're getting all their military gear in there. They start with Ukraine, and they just keep moving west until they get it all. See, it's Poland. Poland is a pretty potent country. They, after World War II, they got smart and they militarized. They got all their military built up. They spent a lot of money on military, and so did France. So there's a few countries that have, but some that haven't, like Romania, and some of these other Baltic Sea countries. They haven't really put any, probably because they don't have the money to do it. It costs a lot of money to build up a military, but sometimes you have to do what you got to do. I look at what we did the same thing here. We built up a military, but look where we're located. We're in a good position here. A lot of people, a lot of countries, it's hard to attack this country from any front because we got ports on each east and west end, plus the south. So we got military all over the place. Plus Alaska. Russia's talking about trying to take back Alaska. Good luck. I'd love to see them do it. I want to see them do it because they're going to get their asses kicked. They'll see what will happen to them. We'll kick them right straight out. We won't put up with that crap. We don't want to be like Russia. We don't want to be like their government system, believe me. You don't. Nobody wants to live in a country that you don't have freedom of speech, because as soon as you say something against your government, they just come pick you up and lock you up, put you in prison. We don't want that kind of system here. I'd hate to see what a prison looks like in Russia. I really would. I would. Probably not a place you'd want to be. And a lot of regular people, just like you and me and everybody else, can easily end up in a situation like that, and that wouldn't be any good for you or I or anybody else. We wouldn't want that. So, John Paul, you look like somebody new in here. I don't remember seeing you in here. Looks like Mexico. Looks like Mexico's even spending some money on military. Mexico's got some old planes. They've actually got planes that were used in the Korean War. Just how we built up after World War II. Actually, Vietnam. That'd be a better definition. Yeah, like in the Vietnam era, Mexico picked up some of those planes, and they're working on those. So that's, at least they got something going. They need to get a few tanks here and there. I would too, but you don't want to build up too much, but those people, there's not the big rush of people trying to come in. There's some people trying to get in here, trying to get to this country. Why wouldn't you? If you live in a country like that where you can't make much money and you can't really get very far, you can make a lot more money here, so it betters their life, and then their family down in Mexico and help them, help their families out. And I'm all for that, because these people will do the jobs that you and I don't want to do, or can't do, those kind of jobs they take. So they're actually good for the country. And actually Donald Trump hired a lot of these illegal immigrants in his company doing those kind of jobs too. Construction type work, working on hotels, motels, and so forth, and some other type of work. But, so Donald Trump's even hired those kind of people too. So, because he don't want to pay. You kidding me? A rich guy? He's gonna spend the least amount of money he can get away with. When a rich guy's rich, they find a way to almost get something for almost nothing, because that's just what they can do. So, But do I blame him? Not really. I mean, anybody would do it if you could get that big, but I would like it. I don't want Trump to win. I don't care. I can tolerate anybody else, even another Republican. Just not Trump. Just not him. Anybody else. See, anybody else is not gonna. They're gonna do everything just the way we have it, our democracy, and leave it all intact. That's what I like. I like to live in peace. I don't want some raging maniac going off on the system, because he thinks it doesn't work anymore and we should change it. No, leave it. No, our economy is growing. We just got through with the pandemic. Things are going to get better. Things are getting better. The stock market's doing good. Our GDP is the highest. This country has the highest GDP in the world. We are number one, which we've always been, and will continue to be, because that's what our country's about. Democracy, it works. It works when you get your economies back in track, which now that the pandemic's over, we don't have all these ship cargo containers, sitting full, and they can't be emptied out because of the pandemic. That was the problem we had previously, but now we don't have those issues now. So things are on the up now. So things are gonna keep getting better, man. As soon as they get better, the economy strengthens, then they can lower the interest rate. Once they get the interest rate, then people can afford to buy and buy real estate again like they used to, or they wanted to. Nobody wants to pay, 6-7% interest when before it was at 2-3%. So your house mortgage rates were way less. Your payments were way less for the money. Well, now it's gone down. It's like I just talked to my real estate agent. He told me 6%, 6 point something. He said it was 9. So it's come down 3 percentage points, which makes a big difference. But if you can get it back, let's just say we get it to like 5 or 4, then it's going to be much better. And then our economy strengthens even more. Our stock markets are doing great. They're highest marks ever, So things are doing well, So we got some things. I'm close to. Oh, you're close to Niagara Falls. Oh, it's beautiful out there. A lot of snow on the ground up there. Imagine the weather is probably. I had a lot of rain yesterday, about 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock to about, I'm going to say 11. It rained pretty good here. Somebody sent me a friendship. Somebody wants to be friends on Facebook. If I don't know them, I don't friend them. It's dangerous to friend people on Facebook. They're all women. All they're trying to do is sell their pictures of boobs online. That's all they're trying. You're buying for a boob membership. I can care less. Nah, when I was 23, when I was 20 years old, maybe. Back then I would have been all gung-ho for that kind of stuff. But when you're 61, nah. My day's come and gone, man. I don't care. I don't care about, I'm going to take care of myself. I'm not going to try to take care of some woman, that's needs to be taken care of. She can go find somebody. She can find herself a sugar daddy somewhere else, right? A lot of sugar daddies out there. I'm not one of them. I'll take my little bit of money and I'll keep it in my own pocket. That's just what I do. But yeah, the people that were right in front of me, there's a couple people that left. There's quite a few that left here, but there's still quite a few left. They're probably going to be here for another month. This place, Quartzsite, closes out quickly here. Right after the Big Ten event, everybody bails out of here. See, I'll stay here till it starts getting warm. And then that's when I'll leave. And then what I do, I just go up 95. I go up to... I go through Parker, Lake Havasu, and keep heading north to Kingman. Stay in Kingman for a night, crash out, Cracker Barrel parking lot, and I hit up a restaurant, go have a nice eat at a nice restaurant, sleep overnight, wake up in the morning, and then go drive to Flagstaff. And Flagstaff's like 2-hour drive from there, so that's just what I do. And I make a loop around, and then when the season comes back around, when Flagstaff starts to get cold, then I come down to Phoenix. And I usually stop at an RV facility, and I do a couple things. I have them change my oils and do all that kind of stuff. Do all the simple stuff on the RV. I did all the major stuff this last time around. So I put a new refrigerator in here. That's worked out great. So yeah, I got an extra freezer now, and it holds way more than this other freezer I got. What I'm trying to do is I'm emptying out the freezer that I've had on the ground here, you know, the 12-volt one. It's nice to have 2 of these. What I want to do is get all this food used up in this one that I've had, put it in this other freezer, and then the refrigerator, and use it all up. And then this way I can empty out the 12-volt refrigerator and clean it all out, wipe it out real good, and just unplug it. Let it sit there. And if something ever happens to this refrigerator, I got a backup. I'll just keep, you know, that way if things go bad, I could just put it in the other freezer or fridge. But the other fridge and freezer that I got, let me see here, let me show you here. I got this thing, that thing right down there, this thing. When this thing empties out, I clean it out. Then when something happens to this new refrigerator, I'd put it in there. That way I don't lose foods and stuff like that. But it's just what I do. But yeah, it just takes up space. That's all. Be nice to have that little bit of space that I could put. I'm looking at getting a scooter, a mobility scooter. That way I can get around a little bit better. You know, one that actually can go in the dirt. You know, like a little off-road type thing, a little bit, kind of like in between. You know, not just for sidewalks and cement, but, you know, like where I'm at right now, I could actually kind of... cabinet space, I'm kind of full. I'm full. I gotta go. See, I'm paralyzed, so I gotta really. It's just, you know, I gotta be able to stand up. What I need is to get open up a cabinet and kind of throw some stuff away. Stuff that if I'm not using it, I'll just get rid of it. I got like yeah, Uncle Teddy, I've got one of those Instapot type things. Mine's by XL though. The people that make the oven that I've got inside here. But yeah, I've got, you know, let's see, I think health insurance or Medicaid will help with. Actually, they don't. These companies that sell these scooters don't take Medicaid. Maybe Medicaid. See, I've got a very small percentage of Medicaid. Very small. I'm going to figure out, because, you know, every company I speak to, they don't work with insurances. You know, I'm going to call some other companies too. But I was just in touch with a company this morning. It's got a 3-wheel scooter and folds up like a suitcase. And there's another one. It's called they're called Mobility something. I wrote it down in my phone. And but basically they have one that folds up too, but it's a little bigger. And the batteries, there's 2 battery systems for it. They go in the arms, right? So when you sit down, you could actually, you know, be able to take the batteries out or keep them in. And you can, if you put 2 batteries in place, you got one port where you could charge both batteries at the same time. That's kind of a nice feature. Or you could take them out, each individual battery, and you can charge them that way too. You know, I like that option. And they're good for the airport. They actually showed the guy for the company that works for that company, and he actually goes through the whole process of using that scooter to go to the airport and check in with TSA, and go through the whole process and they put a tag on the scooter, but then when you get to the plane, they have a wheelchair that's in the plane, and then they'll take you off of your scooter, put it into the cargo space, and then you'll sit in their wheelchair that's secured on the airplane. And then at the end, when you're done with your flight to where you're going, or your last destination, then they get you back on your regular wheelchair. It's just too wide, so, but then, they get you on something. I gotta watch the video again, because I want to, because I wish they had a guy that can't walk. And then, because this guy had suitcases, right? And he has a little duffel bag that he kept on his lap. And, I'd like to see that, because I want to see how it would work for somebody that actually can't walk. How would this work out? I didn't see enough of that video. I'm going to go back and I'm going to look into some videos on people that are that need to get on an airplane with a mobility scooter and can't walk, and see how they, because if you need a wheelchair, not a wheelchair, but you need your luggage needs to have wheels, right? And you need something like a hook, so you can attach it to your scooter, so you can ride your bag, like let's say your clothes and stuff. Let's say you go to Las Vegas. That way you could just hook it to the back of your scooter, and it'll just roll on the wheels till you get to your hotel, right? And you ride the scooter to the hotel. They used to have Greyhound, and I think Greyhound went under. But they don't. I know they used to have a Greyhound station here in Quartzsite, and they don't have it anymore. So, because I called and I checked, I called. We don't have a station here anymore. I go, you don't? I go, well, that's a bummer. I go, I was kind of looking, checking into seeing if I can hop on a Greyhound from here and go somewhere, and then leave my RV parked here and then come back, So now that option's off the table. So I have one of those called a Ninja Foodie, and I cook. Yeah, I looked into yours. I like that, but my oven does everything. But the foodie you're talking about, I have like a Instapot type thing that works like that, and I have it, and it's in the cupboard here, and I could use it in here, but it just makes more things to clean. That's all. I minimize the amount of cleaning I do. So, like the pans I use, like if I make scrambled eggs, once I'm done with scrambled eggs, I just eat out of the pan. And then once I get the eggs when I'm done eating out of the pan, I got wipes, those Clorox wipes, and I wipe the whole pan clean right after I'm done. I just had cereal in my cup, and I wiped it all out. Fork, knife, spoon, all that type of thing. So, but yeah, I'm just glad that these people in front of me are gone. Because they were paranoid, because they were like, they parked their vehicle in front of their RV, so it blocked the view, so I couldn't see in their camp. That I could tell they were very uncomfortable with me being here. So that was from last year, but this year, like I said, they didn't want to even say a word to me. So, and I picked that out right off the bat, and I picked it out. And when they had their fire, I didn't go out to their fire. I never said a word to them the whole time, not one word, other than I said hi to the guy twice, and that was it. He never said nothing back, and that was it. I think I said, hey, if you guys are going to Mr. Fish or, Del Taco, I can give you guys some cash to get me some tacos or a burrito or whatever. Never a word back from them. So I knew that they didn't want to associate with. So, like I said, I knew they weren't my type of people. And that validated the situation once it went to this year. Then it put 2 plus 2 together. It didn't add up to 4. It added up to 3. So meaning that they don't compute with me. So they just computed with their people that are subscribed to them, and they like to subscribe to people or have people subscribe to them that have enough people. They got 5,000 subscribers, so they want a channel that's got 4,000 or 5,000 people because they want to get the views. The people that watch that channel will watch their channel, and those amount of views will add up to more views. The views is what pays, But YouTube pays $10 per 1,000 views. So if you get anything less than 10,000 or 1,000 views, you're not making any money. $10 for 1,000 views? What? You might get a check for $5. What's that going to do for you? Nothing. So yeah, YouTube is really just degraded over the years. It's high production, but they don't give you the pay. Unless you're big. If you're big, huge, then it pays. See, that's what YouTube wants to hang out with too. They want big channels. That's what YouTube is these days. They could use that $20 or whatever it is. But now they're not getting it. So their channels are starting to freak out. Channel, to make money. They're trying multiple channels. Or they go to Patreon. And then that way people have to pay $5 for membership, or 10. Nomadic Fanatic, you gotta pay him $10 at least. Nomadic Fanatic, but I don't care for that guy. He's all about money. If he's the same as the people in front of me. He wants nothing to do with you unless you're a big channel, or he won't even say hi to you. It's the way it is. It's the way our society. It's what our society has become. If you're, the rich, commute with the rich, and the poor stay with their class. We've been classified into our own little groups. It's what's been going on lately. I'm one of those poor guys, so it is what it is, So, but I'm glad, I'm glad I weeded these people. These people are weeded out, but I this park is okay, but it doesn't have, like 88 Shades. Be better, because now you got people that are a lot of poor people like me that like to associate. So they got a karaoke, they've got a cookout, they've got a clubhouse with a TV set, they got movie nights, they got all that kind of stuff. And you only pay, what you pay here, $300 a month. And then you pay your electric. My electric bill was expensive because I run this heater. So because of the heater, my electric bill was $101 for the month. That's the most I've paid ever for electricity. The last time I was here was like $66 for my electric bill. But this year, so yeah, the rates, I don't know what the rates are, but I'll probably have to check. Okay, what are your rates for your electricity in here? Let's see, yeah, I'm gonna look into Medicaid. I got a very, very small percentage of Medicaid. Just, almost practically nothing. Just because I make too much. on my disability. So, but I can get that disability for a long time until the Republicans decide to get rid of it. Was what they're working on right now. But this next election, gotta hope that they vote all these Republicans out of the House of Representatives, get rid of MAGA. And then Donald Trump's in office, if he doesn't have his MAGA support, he's gonna have a bunch of people in there from the opposite party that he doesn't want to deal with. He's not gonna get nothing done. Yeah, he won't be able to accomplish anything. You know, unless he changes the Constitution. But I hope we don't get to that point. I hope he doesn't win the election. That's all I hope. We just gotta not. We gotta pray that there'll be enough people that won't vote for that. So vote him, keep him out. I don't care who you put in there, just keep him out. Him personally. He's the only threat we have to this democracy. There ain't no other threat. There are a lot of people like him. Steve Bannon. Oh, there's another game. I can't think of the guy's first name. Kash Patel. He's another big name. A guy that wants to get rid of democracy in this country. He's from India. Yeah, he wants to get rid of democracy. Yeah, they want it gone. They want to flush this whole government system right out of here. That's what their goal is. I just hope they don't achieve it, that's all. But I thought I'd come on here and do a video. Conspiracy theories or whatever. Like the conspiracy theorists that just left here. I know they didn't watch my channel. They didn't even when I was subscribed to them, they didn't support my channel anyway. Because they never came into my channel. But anyway, I watched their video and I saw how they were ripping on Phoenix and ripping the whole town. And Phoenix is, I'm not saying it's a lot of people. Phoenix has got a lot of people. Kind of like Texas. Texas is big. Uncle Teddy, I heard, I don't know if this is true. Check up on this, but I heard that Texas wants to leave the United States. States are willing to leave the United States. That's something that's going on too. There's actually more than one state that would like to leave. California and Texas are the two that I can mention right now. Like to leave. Because Nikki Haley talked about that. She says, hey, I'm okay with that. They want to leave, they can leave. Texas got a big GDP. Texas can leave. Texas doesn't need the United States of America. It can move on to its own country. Same with California. I'd like to see Arizona do. I'd like to see a whole bunch of states break off. This has been talk for a long time. I'd like to see that happen. Because then, that way, Mr. Trump can have his own. He can have his own little dictatorship in his own little community, and then everybody else goes and forms their own. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I just heard that Texas wanted to leave the United States, and I heard Nikki Haley talk about it. And she said they can. If they want to leave, then let them leave. Because I'm not, it's a free country. If they want to be their own country, then they're free to do it. So maybe you might be living in a new country, I don't know. I know California is they're thinking about breaking California into two pieces and making it two different companies or countries. That's what they're thinking about doing. That's something that's going to happen here. That's, I don't know, that's a state leaving. I guess states can do whatever they want. I'd love to see Arizona. I'd love to see every state turn into its own country. Kind of like Europe. Europe's like a whole bunch of states just but their own country. That's what it would look like here. I was thinking about just rounding it off to an hour. Be nice to round these videos off to like a half hour, you know. But yeah, these new lights I bought, they're great. 10 watts. Yeah, they work. They produce a lot of light. Just one of them does. That's 20 watts. I'm running right now that I don't need to be. So what am I watching right now? I'm watching TV Land. All these Western programs. I like watching. I like watching all these Western shows. They pretty much show. Oh, what's it called? Can't think of it. Arnez. Can't think of the guy's name. This guy's right down his mouth. Yeah, I just figure a lot of America probably they don't watch the news. They wouldn't know what's going on, you know. And then the election, you know, time to tune in is when the election comes around. And then just vote all these Republicans out of office. They're trying to destroy. They've destroyed their party. That's all I'm going to say. MAGA, they're their own party within a party. Because he don't care about them. Some people are even saying that. Oh, you don't care about these people. You don't care about American people. No. He's just trying to keep out of jail. He's going to go to jail. He's going to be convicted. Trump. He knows it now. It's coming. And the clock is ticking. He's delaying everything, but the clock's still ticking. Ticking against him right now. He lost three cases already. What, $100 million and another almost $400 million he's gonna have to pay. It's a lot of money. It's almost $1 billion right there. About $500 million he's gonna have to pay. He's worth about. Nobody comes in here anymore. If I had just you come in here, I mean, that's all I need, right? So what's the weather like in Texas right now? How far? I'd have to look it up. I'll have to look up how far Houston is from Dallas, Texas. I imagine it's a couple 100 miles. Yeah, I don't know who all my regulars were. I know Tasha Teeling was trying to get back in here. And Tasha's been banned from here, but you know, I'll have to make sure I ban the RV refugees out of here too. I'll ban those people as well. In fact, I'll tell Straight Jacket, you watch this video, ban the RV refugees out of my channel. Ban them from coming in my channel. I don't want them. I don't want them in this channel. They're not my kind of people. I don't want them here. So. Very quiet. I think I had one new guy come in and he kind of got out of here real quick. So he bailed out. You know, it's kind of like, you know, he knew, okay, this is not my kind of channel. Yeah. I just didn't have a whole lot to talk about, you know, today. Other than, you know, Quartzsite. Not a whole lot going. It's pretty much a dead town once the big tent's out of here, everybody goes. There's nothing for anybody to do anything with here, because yeah, that's amazing. I mean, the first of the month, February 1st, everybody bailed out of here. Some YouTuber came in here yesterday and had donuts. Said, hey, Harvey Davey, I got donuts. You want some donuts? Just take the whole box. I go, no, I'll just take 2 donuts. That's it. I don't want to eat all that sugar. No. So. But yeah, I got steak in here. I got pork. I got I got enough stuff to. I just need to unfreeze some things and let it thaw out, and I got 2 ribeye steaks in the freezer that I can thaw out. And I got my barbecue out here, and I got a few rolls, so I can make my own rolls too. I can take some couple cups of flour, and I can turn it into 2 packages of hot dog or hamburger buns very easily, and just roll it out, let it puff up, throw it in the oven for about 20 minutes. Here you go. See, Arizona thunderstorm watch issued. Watch issue for central to the south. So all this rain is gone. It's gone. It's heading east. So imagine Phoenix is probably getting hit right now. They're probably getting rain, but we got it last night, and it probably hit Phoenix in the morning. You don't even turn your propane on, huh? So Teddy, you don't use your propane? What do you use for heat in your RV? How do you heat your RV? Do you just run it off your electric? Yeah, because you're plugged into an RV park, so yeah, you just run everything off your outlets in there. So yeah, you don't even need propane unless you go to RV. Unless you're not in an RV park. If you're not in an RV park, then let's say you're boondocking, then you need your propane. See, I'm plugged in, so my refrigerator works off of my electric right now. I'm not using any propane, other than what I use the propane stovetop. That's it, and I'm barely using anything out of that. So I'm just topping off. I got the heater on. I should turn it off. Hold on a second. Let me turn this thing off, if I can do it. Let me turn off the heater. Yeah, there's a basketball game on tonight. I'm probably gonna watch. I'll probably watch the Phoenix Suns game tonight. That's coming. It'll be on sometime today. I'll have to check the time frame on that. I had a little cup of half a cup of. Actually, I had 1 cup of Cheerios. Let me lay down here. Let's see. Oh man. But yeah, it's I'm surprised I'm getting. That's one thing Quartzsite needs to do. They need to get a couple telephone towers in here. That's something they don't invest in. They should invest in all the money that comes in here from people like me and others. They should use that money to put up some telephone towers to strengthen their signal strength. Because most people they've got these what do you call it? Starlink. Yeah, everybody's got Starlink, but that's expensive. That's $170 a month for that. So that's a big expense right there. Then you got to buy the equipment. The equipment's, I think, I'll have to look into it. I'm not sure what it costs for the equipment. Kind of like buying the equipment service. Or you could turn it off if you're not using it. And not pay for it. Use some other things, But 5 people in here. So, yeah, Quartzsite, let's see, what do they have here? They got a Chamber of Commerce. They got a restaurant called Times 3. I'm going to go to their restaurant Tuesday. So Tuesday I'm going to go to the restaurant, get breakfast there. And they got a ATM machine. I'm going to get some cash for the shuttle service for Quartzsite. So, yeah, and you got to be 60 years old to use it. So, young people can't use the service. The only people that could be on the bus are people that are 60 or 60 plus years of age. So yeah, you're going to be in with people that your own age or even older. So most people are in their 60s, 70. How many people are you're going to have way less people running, using that bus. Especially if you're, how many people live to 80 these days? 80 to 90. Everybody dies between 80 to 90. So you could weed out everybody from 80 to 90 to 100. And you could just say 60 to 70. That'll be the age group that'll be on that bus. So, because that'll be the amount of people that'll be alive to be able to use it, and usually what are they using it for? To go to the medical, courtside medical. Not Wednesday, I got my doctor's appointment. Yeah, the internet connection's real weak right now. I could tell. But yeah, it's not bad, if I can go to a restaurant. But then they only operate till 5 o'clock, and they shut it down. So anywhere from 9 o'clock till actually 8:30 on to 8:30 to 5. Those are the shuttle. Okay, I gotta move this camera around so I keep the reception on it. So it's best I don't buy anything, and just use what I got or get rid of whatever they live in, But yeah, the thing is, I might have, I probably end up with that other channel coming in here, and they might be a new name, and I just don't recognize, because they don't want to see into my channel, So I don't really care, I'd rather them not come in here, and they don't rather me not go into theirs, and believe me, I won't. Sorry, dude, but your internet is what's so better look than. Yeah, you're right. It's not doing so well. Let me just shut it down. Let me close it out, because it's just really rough, the internet here. Courtside doesn't have nothing for, like I said, this phone has got plenty of strength. It's just that if I had a Wi-Fi boost, that might help. But if I had something hanging off of my ladder out here, that might. I just don't. I don't have the capability. At least not now. If I had Starlink, but I don't have Starlink, so too much dinero for me. Yeah. All right, we're gonna shut it down, guys. So it's over an hour now, so it's time for me to end the stream. I appreciate all you guys coming in here, man. Uncle Teddy, Chuck Stewart. I know it was a bad effort. Good effort that you got in here. It's just, I'm sorry about the internet, Of course, I can't do much about it, but hopefully Quartzsite will invest in a better system for internet strength. So far, they haven't. And they should. I'm going to call the Chamber of Commerce next. I'm going to ask them about that, because that's the biggest complaint probably in this town is the internet strength. Okay, guys, let's just get out of here, and we'll close it out. And I appreciate, like I said, all you guys coming in here and supporting the channel. There's not much left of it, but any support's better than zero, right? That's the way I look at it. Any support is better than nothing. Okay, we're going to get out of here, and we'll catch you guys later on the next RV Davey video, I should say. On the next RV Davey conspiracy theory. How's that one? For people that are in the conspiracy theories. Conspiracy theories, I should say. Which there's a lot of them going on. A lot of conspiracy theories these days, but I don't really care, It is what it is. Okay, let me just end this while I can. We'll catch you guys all later, and you guys all have a great day, man. Okay. Adios.